Good evening, family. Since we're going to do toxicity, I decided to do it in a beautiful environment out front of my house. You want to talk toxic behavior? Before all that, let's look at some beautiful shit. Kind of hard to be a negative motherfucker when I get to see this every goddamn morning. Every motherfucking night. So, with that being said, let's get into it. No more dicking around here. Alright, toxic behavior. Toxic behavior can be defined in many different ways and aspects and perceptions. Toxic behavior to most people is, the downputting of one person for some reason or another. Maybe you don't have the financial situation of one person and you feel like you need to comment on that. So here's the idea of toxic behavior. Of course, like everything that I talk about, it's going to deal with perception and acceptance. So, what you perceive as toxic behavior, that varies from one person to the next. I make a lot of fucking jokes. Some people see it as toxic. I feel like it's a way to escape from what I'm having to deal with in this meat suit and reality. Politics and shit like that. Everybody gets real sensitive and shit. So toxic behavior could be defined as many different things. Not accepting one for their culture, their beliefs, or something of that nature, what they identify as or who they identify as. Um, what I believe is you need to be a little bit more accepting. And if you find something that's toxic or that you don't accept or that you feel is toxic, take a step back. Get the fuck out of the toxicity. And your life only allows what you create it to allow. So you could create a positive environment, and that's what your life is going to feed back to you, is positive shit. Like feeding into the negativity behavior, like hating on somebody, that's I guess some people would say that's one way of acceptance and justification of oneself, but I don't believe that it is. Do I hate the people that do that? No, because I fucking get it. Like, I work two different jobs. I do 30 to 40 hours a week as a fucking grill chef, and I also have my online business. And, it's kind of, I would just say, disheartening to see when somebody gets up there like, I can't believe life is like this. Change that shit. But some people would see that as toxic behavior. Well, you can't judge them in their situation. They're absolutely right. You can't judge somebody on their situation because you don't know all the circumstances that got them to that place. Anyway. So, toxic behavior can really be defined as one perceiving a situation from one situation to the next and saying I don't accept this or I don't like this. That's what makes it toxic. And what makes it even more toxic is when you feed into the bullshit, when you have to put your 2 cents in. Don't interject unless somebody asks for your opinion. And if you do give your opinion, like I've done it actually here recently, giving my opinion on some toxic shit, because I will. I think it's important to my friends and my family to know what I know and to learn what I'm learning and, to spread the love. So, like, if I think, like, toxic behavior is to continue a pattern of hate, I'm going to tell you to stop doing it. If you don't think my opinion's valid or you don't want to fucking hear it, let me know. I'll back the fuck out. I won't say not another goddamn thing to you about it. Don't worry about it. But will I stop putting my opinion out there? No. I'm absolutely going to continue to do that. Do I think that's toxic behavior? No, because like I said, it's passing on of knowledge, and that's one thing that we do need to do in this world, is pass the fucking knowledge on. Stop being so stingy with everything you learn. Stop acting like you're so fucking special or different from the next person. regardless of skin color, fucking culture, identification, or where you come from. You're not. How much money you have in your bank account, that doesn't fucking dictate you as a better person. Your success story does not make you a better person. Your failures don't make you a better person. They define what you are and who you experience. Who or what you experience. You know, for me, it's a who. The who is Zach. The experience is what I do in my reality on the day-to-day and how I perceive it. I feel like I've fallen off topic here a little bit. And I've ranted backwards into some of the shit that I've already said, which, you know, I can't help but to continue the same message of acceptance and love. But honestly, you know, the definition of toxic is what you allow it to be. I wish I could be more clear on that, but it's kind of hard to be clear. And there is a lot of shit that we accept into our life, and we don't realize that we accept it into our life, and then we deem it as toxic behavior, and then we have to comment on it. Well, how about we just not? Believe me, I've gotten back on Facebook, and whoo-wee! Do I want to say some shit? Because, you know, a part of growing and learning and enlightenment is to accept who you are. And I accept I'm a fucking asshole. And a hoe. But there is also growing and learning to move on. And, you know, I'm trying to do that. And again, I'm not saying I'm enlightened. I'm just saying that, you know, there's a path to it. And just for a decent example, even if you don't stay on your path, don't worry, because eventually the universe will provide that path for you. And you can walk it however you want. Just whatever you do, don't be stubborn and try to force a path. Because if you force a path, it takes power to make it your path. Why not choose the least resistance? The more we fight against, the more you fight against the current, the harder it pushes back. You know, there's a little bunny rabbit, for example. Scared little bunny rabbit, out here all alone. The path of least resistance. You know, he's going to investigate the situation here. Hey, Mr. Bunny Rabbit, he hears me talk. He doesn't acknowledge that I'm right behind him, though. But see, the bunny rabbit, for him, the path of least resistance is sticking the fuck around, because he's out of here. You know what I'm saying? This rabbit is not about fucking games. He is gone in the woods. If I had a gun, I couldn't hit the little fucker now. See his little furry white ass there? It's his little furry white ass tail. Hey, there he goes. Hey, Mr. Bunny. Sorry there. Rabbit caught my attention. I have ADHD. That was terrible. But I think you get it. Don't be toxic. What you define as toxic. You know. And most of all, if you feel like there's a situation that is definitively toxic for how you perceive it, get out of it. Easier said than done. You know, sometimes you just need to take time out for yourself. Maybe take a fucking walk in nature. Enjoy some beautiful shit. And realize life isn't that fucking bad. So on the same note that we began on, I'm going to end it on something beautiful. Again. Gotta love North Carolina. Fuck! Even their fucking wily ass cars and trucks. Jesus Christ. Can't you just drive a regular truck? See, that's toxic right there. That's toxicity. I apologize, everybody. Y'all have a good night, fam. Love and peace. You know the fucking drill.